There is an epidemic happening in the United States of America. With you. With me. Younger adults. Even older adults. People who are older than me. Over the age of 26. This epidemic is plaguing everyone. And this is debt. Debt, 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 debt. Student debt. I get emails all the time from people who are younger than me, and like 23, 24, even people who are older than the age of 26, asking me, Daniel, what do I do? I'm in thousands upon thousands of dollars of student debt. It's a real big issue right now. Almost everyone I know is in debt. Thankfully, I'm not, because that's one of the great things that my parents instilled in me is they taught me how to manage money properly. I have been in debt, but the debt that I was in, which was about roughly $6,000, I paid off in less than 2 years. But there's nothing more dangerous, there's nothing more stressful, creates a sense of a cloud over the top of your head that just pushes you down more and more, is having thousands upon $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in debt from student loans. And one of the biggest problems of why so many of the millennial generation is in debt and have no way to pay off this debt is because of what we're taught. You and I are taught that by age 18, 19, 20, we need to know tip-top everything that we want to do. We need to know where we want to go in our goals. We need to know where we want to do in our future job career. We need to have everything figured out. Parents are very Vatic. They're very silver-tongued. We look at our parents as examples, or we look up to our parents as they know what's best for us, but in a lot of ways, they actually don't. For a future job, for a future career, there's a lot of stigma, especially in certain cultures. It's more prevalent in like Asian cultures, but it's overall a big thing in the U.S. of parents who say, son, daughter, this is what I want you to be when you grow up. This is the career path that I want you to follow. I want you to work in medicine. I want you to be a lawyer. I want you to be a software engineer. I want you to be this, that. And in a lot of cases, I get people who email me saying, hey, Daniel, my parents are forcing me into a career path that I don't want to go down. I have no interest in. And yet, if I choose a different path, they're going to kick me out of their house. This is a real situation. I've had countless people email me this stuff. And in a lot of cases, I don't really know how to respond to, I'm going to get kicked out of the house if I don't go down the career path that my parents want me to. But if this is a very true thing, and I know it's a true thing, when you're growing up, then you need to find a job in some way, even if it pays to any degree, find a roommate and get out of that environment. Because you cannot live in an environment where your parents are telling you, when you are an adult, 18 plus, this is the career path. Because that creates not only an unrealistic expectation, but you will be unhappy with yourself going into a career path and putting yourself in debt on something that you don't actually want. I hear so many people have a bachelor degree in psychology, a bachelor degree in this and that, when they didn't want that to begin with. They only went into that career path because their parents pretty much forced them into it. I changed my career path 4 different times, I think. You know, I wanted to become a cop. I don't know how many people even know that. I went through the Citizen Academy. I went through training. Wanted to become a cop. I rode alongside cops. I did some internship work for the local PD. After I got a gist of that, I decided it's not what I wanted to do. Even though when I was a little kid, I always wanted to become a cop, and part of that reason I always wanted to become a cop is because my parents said that I would make a good cop. So it got, like, permeated in my mind, right? Tried it. And I'm so thankful that my parents are not like a lot of parents where they were very open with, they'll support me in whatever career path that I choose. So when I changed from the policing career, they're like, are you really sure you want to do this? I'm like, yes. Then what did I do? I went into computer networking. I wanted to work in network administration, work with computers. I build computers on fun. I like working with computers. I love hardware. And then I realized that in that area is that I don't have the patience to work with customers. I can't deal with talking to somebody on a phone about how to replace ink on a printer. I just don't have the patience for that. I can interact with people, I just don't have the patience to work with those types of people who know nothing about how to plug in a USB port. Oh, do I plug this USB port into my monitor plug-in? You know, I can't do it. I can't do it, right? Played around with that, passed all my classes, completely left. I'm like, you know what, this is not for me. I can't work with customers. I have to work with customers. I'm not a customer person. There's a reason why I wouldn't last more than 6 months at Starbucks. Because I'm not the type of person to take crap from anybody. And if I have some customer complaining about, oh, we didn't get the proper measurement of steam or bubbles on the top of my drink, I'll throw it in their face. Just who I am. That's why I can't work with customers. I wanted to become a surgeon at one point. Yeah, believe it or not, I wanted to work on brains. I wanted to work in a surgical. I want to be a surgical technician, dude. Guy who operates on people. I looked into that. I couldn't afford it. I'm not smart enough. I'm good with my hands in a lot of different ways. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm in welding. Which, by the way, folks, not gonna... I don't even know if you can see that. Come on. Oh, you know what? I have this on manual, so that's what. Anyway, this is my. I'm not going to show it to you. That's my welder card. I'm officially certified in welding now. That's pretty cool. You know, I've figured out at age 25, like I need to go and trade. Trade is where my career is putting me because one, I'm best with my hands. I want to be physical. I want to be out doing stuff. I need to have job variation. I want a job that's going to be in demand anywhere, every place. And it is. Welding is one of those places. Same with like plumbing. Same with like an electrician, be a carpenter, be an auto mechanic. These are jobs that are constantly in demand and you need people. Especially welding because everything you drive is pretty much welded. Everything, bridges, weld, buildings, weld. Welding. Welding is a really safe career option path. And one, I like doing it. It's pretty cool. I like welding things together and building stuff. In fact, I'm working on a project right now. I'm making my first project in welding. I'm making an actual chair out of steel. And when that's done, I'm going to show it to you guys. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm getting off topic here. Point is, I fiddled around with my career path for quite some time. And I finally got to where I wanted to be. I'm in the trade field, and that's my calling. I'm looking into learning stuff about being an electrician too, because that's another thing in high demand. They get paid a ton of money, and they're always in demand because everything needs power, guys. Everything needs power. Trade field is where it's at. Whether you're a man or a woman, look into the trade field. I encourage you, and it's significantly cheaper than going $20,000, $30,000 in debt. But let's get back to debt, because this is what this video is about. It's about debt. People are in debt. And one of the biggest things I have people ask me is, Daniel, why are you still making YouTube videos without you making money? Because as of 2017, I made less than $10,000. 2016, I made $50,000 in 2016. I put the majority of that in savings, about $35,000 went into savings. That $35,000 I've been living off the past solid year straight. In fact, I'm still living on it right now. But it's going down, obviously, because I'm not bringing in an income. But I know how to manage money to where I can make that $35,000 work for me, and where I can manage it to the point of where I can live without working full-time. How do I do that? Well, for starters, managing money is how I manage money, or at least this is how I do it, is if I get paid through, let's just say YouTube, or Patreon, okay? I make, I think, $400 off Patreon, and I don't use my Patreon for anything. It goes right into my tax folders or go into my taxes. I don't even touch it for anything personal use. But if I get $400 a month off of Patreon, and that's all the income that I'm making, I take 10% of $400, $40, and I put that in an alternate account. I'm like, okay, you know what? This $40 is going into another account that I have set up, and that 10% is going to be for personal use. So that $40 is going to be for things like if I want to buy a video game, if I want to buy a webcam, if I want to buy some equipment, if I want to buy some software, whatever, buy a video game, that's what it's used for. So every check I get, if any amount, I take out a small percentage and I put it into an alternate account. Because all too often we get a $400 paycheck and we're like, ooh, you know what? I'm going to blow all this on things that like shoes, some shirts, stuff that I don't need. And little things stack up. Going to Starbucks twice a week at $5 each, twice a week, that's $10, 4 weeks. You're almost spending $50 a month on Starbucks drinks. You have to look at where your money is going. What are you spending on? Where are the priorities of where your money is going? Right now, the only priority I have in finances is paying my goddamn rent. And it's a horrible sensation to not to realize, am I going to make this month's rent? Because I'm not making any money through YouTube. Literally nothing. And that's why my account's been going down, and it's only thankful to a few select sponsors on YouTube that I've been able to pay my rent every single month. I have no money left over. And this is not me complaining. I'm not moaning about it because I've accepted the fact that YouTube is in a state of demonetization and it's going to be that way forever. It's just the way it is. I'm not going to moan and complain about it anymore. I'm as someone who's done it a lot, I'm done doing it. If I can make money through this site, awesome. If I don't, well then I'll move on to better and greater things. I'm a certified welder now. So like I can get a job very fast if I choose to, and I'm going to. It's just I only have a year left, and I'm getting certified in stick, dual shield, and TIG. I'm certified in MIG right now, but I got 3 more certs to get, and I will be done, and I will probably most likely move away from YouTube. Not completely, I'll still post every once in a while. But managing money is important. When you get a paycheck, take out a small amount. It could be 5%, 10%, 20%, whatever it is. Use that, and then put it in a separate folder and use all the remaining expenses for things that you actually need to pay. Your phone bill, your gas, your car insurance, your rent. Stop going to Starbucks and buying a $5 drink 2 or 3 times a week, because that stacks up. I don't care how much you love your coffee. Stop doing it, because you're wasting money. You're never going to pay off your debt of $20,000 when you're paying $50 a month for Starbucks. I want to print this into your guys' brain because it's so important to learn how to have these small things. And that's one of the biggest things that I learned about is just managing a little bit of money and taking a little bit and putting it into an alternate account every single month. That is how you have money. That is how you save. That's how the only way I'm able to live right now with no income through YouTube. I do not want you to go down a career that, one, you're not happy doing, because nobody wants to work a career that they hate. It is more important that you go down a career path, even if you earn less money, that you enjoy, that you're happy doing, that you have a passion for learning, that you have a passion for. Because if you don't have that, for 30 years, you're going to be miserable working a job in software engineering because your parents, forced you to get a career in software engineering, but you have no interest in actual software engineering. The pursuit of happiness, to be happy, means that you may have to decline offers that could potentially make you more money in order to really feel, and know what you want in the future, longevity-wise. Just because an opportunity opens to where you can make a lot of money doesn't mean that you have to take that, especially if it's going to make you unhappy with a future career. Your career can make or break your confidence in your identity as a person. It can make or break how you respond to paying off debt. There are people who get a high-paying job but don't pay off their debt because they're so miserable in their job. They have no motivation to want to pay off because they have this cloud over their head and they're so miserable with the job that they have that just completely stagnates and still sits there for years upon years and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Eliminate debt by managing your money in small little ways. Play around with your career. Try different jobs. Try different opportunities. Do things that you find interesting. Don't let society, don't let your parents jurisdict what you want to do with your own life, especially when you're an adult. If that means outcasting your parents and not talking to them because your parents are unsatisfied with your career choice, then you know what I say? Screw them. You are your own person, you're your own individual, you make your own individual choices. And if your parents can't respect that, then they don't deserve to be part of your life. That may be hard for some to accept, but it's the reality, and it's a reality that more people need to see in order to pursue and achieve and eliminate debt and the potential to feel and be happy with your career choice. And since we're on the topic of debt, it's important that I recommend an audiobook for your listening entertainment and enjoyment through Audible, the leading site in audiobooks. Audiobooks are the way into the future. You can sit in the bathroom, you can take a shower, you can drive, you can run, and you can listen to audiobooks. And you can be educated, all while multitasking. That's what makes audiobooks so incredible. The book I'd like to recommend to you is called You Need a Budget. The book's all about getting out of debt and living the life that you want and how to be free from debt. I highly recommend this book for more steps on how to manage money and how to get out of debt in a way to make your life happier and more productive. Link down below is my vanity URL, audible.com/Mr. Repzion, or text Mr. Repzion at 500-500, and you will get a free 30-day trial for Audible, along with a audiobook of your choosing. Audible has amazing resources that varies from topic to topic, from everything you can possibly imagine. And again, the book that I recommend for you today is You Need a Budget, because, well, you do need a budget, especially if you're in debt and you don't know how to pay it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for all of my most recent new sponsors on the channel. If this video was helpful to you in any way, please hit that sponsorship button. It does help me a lot. And also join my Discord. There's also a link down below in the description. I'm giving away some more Steam keys on Wednesday, so if you're interested in some free video games, I give out free keys all the time in my Discord. We're a community of over 5,000 people, and we're getting bigger and bigger, and I keep wanting to grow this community because I enjoy having a community built upon gaming and discussion, but most of all, fun. Thank you for watching this video, and have a great rest of your Tuesday.